Hell no.
He said, hell no.
Rapping as a core, my best friend made me see this.
He said, hell no.
My best friend Sakura, like I said, this been my brother. Like before we was making music, we always been making music and rapping and shit. But like this, my brother, and he's always pushed me and always said this one thing to me that not a lot of people. My dad don't ever say this shit, and I wouldn't expect my dad to say this shit. This nigga always like, make sure you having fun. Like whatever you doing, make sure you having fun while you doing it. And you know, to be honest, like within this industry, you know, being the artist that I am, like I've never signed a deal. Like I never had a distro, a publishing, a record deal. That's AKA, crazy. I never had an advance. Like I never got a big chunk of money that somebody just handed me. I've made millions of dollars, but I've never had somebody just outside of like a branding deal or a show or like some shit, you know what I'm saying, years later, but in the beginning of my career, just give me a chunk of money. And I'm basically saying that to say like, a lot of the shit I be doing, it just be work. Like I be working all the motherfucking time.
But you look like you having fun.
I am having fun, and that's the point that I was gonna make is that nobody, like Dame says, like what's the point of working a 9 to 5 every day because you hustling for a weekend? You know what I'm saying? And like I had this perspective when I was like very young that I knew I was gonna be like this artist. And like I felt like it like on some real, like on some Chicago shit, I was like, if I know this is what I'm gonna do, because if I don't do this, I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's always been my mentality. You know what I'm saying? So like I've always viewed the music shit the same way that I viewed anything else that I was doing outside. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like it's so important to really like tap in and lock in. You know what I'm saying?
And stay locked in.
And stay locked in. Because, like, again, for me, like, I've had losses, I've had failures, but my ups are, like, ups. And my downs are, like, downs. You know what I'm saying? Like, the downs be fucked up. But the ups be so up that it be, like... And then that was the whole thing when I realized, like, I can have fun really doing this. And I'll tell you to really answer that question, I really started to have fun making music in like around 2016-ish, 2017-ish, because that's when my brother officially asked me to start managing him. And it was the first time that I didn't have to depend on my music and my pen to pay for rent and everything else. Man, because I was getting a whole nother bag of doing things that I felt like I just had to do as an artist to continue what I was doing. The whole time I'm really good at business and I'm really good at conversations and, you know, sending emails and shit like that. So, you know, and I've been doing splits and legal shit for myself, you know what I'm saying? So that came naturally and it just put me in a position where I didn't always have to be trying to write or using my brain as like something to make me get paid, but I could take a breath and like really work on things I wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
And that's one of the things that I tell a lot of artists, because I with Rita, I do artist development and consulting, but one of the things that I tell an artist is that you have to remember that this entertainment is predatory for one.
Exactly.
And the person that you're dealing with 9 times out of 10, this is how they pay their bills.
Absolutely. No, so that's every single time.
When you're dealing with a person that got to pay their bills off of this, they own your back.
And I would just tell, like, you know, like, the thing that I think my pops also taught to me is there's a mentality that is in the entertainment industry, like not just the music industry. Like, so I'm talking about sports, movies,
all the way
music,
around,
where they're like, hey, if you create the product, you can't do the business too. So like, if you tell your mom, hey, I'm gonna go to the league, the first thing they're gonna say as your family, and it's a good question, is like, okay, who's gonna manage your money? Who's gonna be your business manager? How you not gonna end up being fucked up over your taxes and shit? And I understand that shit, but ayo, fuck that shit. Like, for real though, like, cause these niggas are not geniuses. Like, a lot of people that now, there might be institutional, like, knowledge and terminology and things like that that confuse people. But sit your ass down and look at Wikipedia. Like, the way that I got into the industry is I did this whole project, 2014, Broad Shoulders. I was ready to put that shit out. And the producers was basically like, hey, we don't want to put this shit out for free like how your brother be doing that shit. We want to distribute that shit because we spent too much time on this not to make money, which basically meant that they wanted me to go take a deal, which I was like, I'm not going to do that shit. So me and my friend got on Wikipedia and we found a company. This is way, way, way back. Now there's United Masters, the City Style, all these people. Back then it was just TuneCore. We distributed our project for like $11, and then we made a few calls and flew out to New York and made some first-time introduction meetings and got some good playlisting and figured out the business. And from there, you know, had the LLC set up and just took these different small steps. But y'all wouldn't imagine, like, I sit across from motherfuckers every day that it's like, dude, like, you don't care about the culture. You ain't never written a lyric in your life. You're not from the community. You don't even, you like, I'm talking to niggas that are not 100% for the community. You know how you see a nigga and you like, oh, that nigga is probably from the burbs. Like, no, I'm talking about motherfuckers that I cannot call niggas. Like, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like,
and it don't have nothing to do with skin color.
It don't got nothing. But to your point, you know, just to verify what you're saying, it's a business.
It's a business.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you can sit across from somebody that look just like you, but his head is in a whole different atmosphere, and he doesn't listen to your music. He's not a part of how you dress and none of
that shit.
He's making decisions based on you, just based off of pure trajectory. Absolutely. Of the way that the market is going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what they think the market is going to do. It's you know, it's a business. You got to keep moving. It got to keep going. Even the nigga, the hottest nigga ever, take him out.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, get that nigga out of here. He's too good. You know like Michael Jackson, that nigga, get that nigga out.
So it's fair to say your approach to the music industry was more so, let me think outside the box versus how I seen it traditionally done.
For sure.
I like that.
Yeah, that's represented in a lot of his album covers, though. Like, if you see artwork, his artwork even be dope. Yeah.
Yeah, I be trying to go crazy.